We are taking off from Port of Rochester. This is a fantastic marina. You have to come here. It's great. Within walking distance, there is a restaurant called Mr. Delmanic's. Great Italian place. I'm sorry that we didn't get to visit Abbott's because our friend Joe's picture is up there. Port of Rochester. It's a really, really fantastic marina to stay at. Across the way here is the yacht club that we stayed at last time we were passing through. And now we're getting ready to get back out on Lake Ontario, out to the big water. But the forecast was nuts yesterday. Rainy, crazy water. At one point Sam said Lake Ontario was 6 and 7 footers. So happy that we were in here tucked away safely. Today it's good. I don't really know what that is. I've got trust issues with Sam after our crossing of Lake Ontario. But today he said it's good and it should get better. I like the sound of that.
Well, we are underway from Rochester, and I had looked at the weather and I woke up around 5:30 and looked at it. It doesn't look too good. Went back to bed, got up around 7:30. Rev and I are having coffee and doing some readings and those types of things, and we happened to look at it and I said, you know what? Things have changed to the good. So we said, let's go, because we got at least 66 miles to go to get to where we can stage for the Welland Canal. And so we're intending to go to Wilson. If we can go further than that, we will. We'll just check it as we go along the way. Passage weather, which was my go-to app, said, hey, it'll be like 1.5 feet, and then it's going to get better as we move along. So we're just kind of riding it out here at slow speed, and we'll hopefully see a lot calmer conditions. It looks out there as 1 to 2 feet, and not bad ride at all. So we're going to have breakfast and enjoy the day, and hope that it gets better as we go along, and I think it will.
You have got to see what a beautiful cruise this is. We left Rochester and it was a little more bouncy, but Sam looked at passage weather and told me that it was going to smooth out as the day went on, and you did not lie. It's beautiful.
Well, passage weather did not lie. And so just as it can change from, hey, the outlook was good, to it's bad, it can change the other way. And so we're right now just doing about 10 miles per hour, but we're going to speed it up here because in the distance I can see some clouds up there, and like I said, it could change to bad, so we're going to make time while we can.
Okay, let's go.
What a surprise today was, and we have really lucked out. I would not have thought this morning when I woke up that we would be real close to the Welland Canal. We'll be, when we're tied up at the Port Dalhousie Yacht Club, we'll be about 5 miles from the Welland Canal, so we coordinated with the extra help because you need 3 people going upbound, and we'll get them on board. I think he told us to be there at, I can't remember, I'll look at it, but we'll depart the Port Dalhousie Yacht Club tomorrow morning. It's just about 5 miles over to the staging place for the upbound passage. We have paid our fee, which is currently 200 Canadian. We switched it back and forth so many times, but today, hey, when it looked like we were going to make it, we switched it back for an upbound passage tomorrow. Upbound passages are currently on Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So we are going tomorrow, which is Monday. We will be passing by the Welland Canal entrance here in, let's see, in about 40 minutes or so, and then making a slight turn to port to maneuver into the St. Catharines area where the Port Dalhousie Yacht Club is, and we've got instructions for that via a harbor host that has helped us out. And so, you know, resources out there, you know, you can read everything in Waterway Guide and Navionics and all those reviews, but to have somebody on the ground that's helping you there, feet on the ground, and knows their way around, that is just, it's a real blessing to have that. So we are thankful for that. We're going to be port tie with the bow pointing upstream because there's a dam upstream, and I guess reported about a 2 mile per hour or 2 knot current coming down, so we'll be pointing into that current, and we'll be parking right next to a restaurant, which will be good because I'm about ready to get off the boat. This was a real surprise this morning, you know, getting up thinking we're going to be in port for a couple days, and then looking and the weather's changed for the good, so we are really looking forward to that. We are now about 2 miles away from crossing back into Canada. So once we get our feet on the ground there in Canada, we'll call the 800 number and report into Canada one more time.
We're coming up to Port Dalhousie, or as Google referred to it, Port Dalhousie.
One of the things we can't forget to do is check into Canada again as we get in here. We've got a little bit of weather out there to the south and also to the west, so we were kind of getting in here early before the blow starts. Winds are northwest at about 7 miles per hour. Guy on the radio kind of sounded like he didn't know we're coming, so...
It's happened before.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going outside.
Okay, alright, Rev's going outside. And we'll just enjoy the scenery as we go along here. Alright, copy cockpit. Rev's down in the cockpit. And she's just making sure lines are ready. Fenders are out, and we don't really know what the wall will look like here. So she's got the fenders staggered. I'll be trying to talk to him on the radio. Let me get established in the channel here. I did say northwest wind, but these winds look like they're more from the south. Southwest. So with these pop-up thunderstorms out here, the winds kind of change a little bit here and there. So got her back, and looks like it's calmed out pretty nice. Water flows, of course, out of Port Dalhousie into Lake Ontario, so we're essentially going upstream. And Rev is lowering the fenders. Yeah, I see that wall, but Rev, that may not be the same wall that's up there. Yeah. All right, we're beyond that. You know, it's going to make a like a 30-degree angle to the left. Yeah, and then that's approximately where we're going to park, but I'm going to give them another call here. All right, I got to talk on the radio here. Port Dalhousie Yacht Club. Port Dalhousie Yacht Club. Motor vessel, here's to us.
Here's to us. This is Dalhousie Yacht Club. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're in the channel here, coming up on the second big green tower here. So we were told go near the restaurant, but we've never been in here, so I don't know if you have somebody out to marshal us where we need to be.
Copy that. All of us are wearing red shirts. You're going to be heading towards the white mast crane and the large building on the east side, which will be your port side as you're entering the channel. We'll have a staff member in a red shirt ready for you. And can you watch? And we'll have a staff member ready for you to help you dock. It'll be a port side tie-up on the east side.
Copy, port side tie-up and east side. All right. All right. Yeah. Look at that current. Ask them where the power is. Yeah. We got plenty. We got plenty of cord. Don't worry about that. You can always do that. Okay. How the fenders look? Okay. Do I need to go up further? Or I need to go? Is that where he wants me, or where does he want me? Okay, okay, okay. Okay. You tell me, you let me. Okay. All right, that's another successful docking. And we're gonna wait until we get the okay to shut things down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down? Okay, there we go. They got us tied up.
Well, we made it, if you can believe it, from Rochester all the way to Port Dalhousie. We're back in Canada. This is the third time we have had to call Canada to check in.
Yeah, and we got the arrival number. Put it
Yep.
down, and we're all set.
We are legal.
We're gonna put that on the windshield. So what else do you got to say for yourself?
Well, we did not know where we were going to end up today when we left Rochester. We were sitting around in the Lido deck enjoying a nice cup of coffee on a lovely Sunday morning. And Sam starts looking at passage weather, and he decides like that we're gonna go. And we didn't even have time to think. If you think you're dead.
That's right, you think you're dead. There's no time to think.
So it's pretty quick.
So
pretty
yeah,
quick plan.
we looked at it. I cross-checked it 2 or 3 times and said we're going. So it was a scramble start, and Rev said, "Hey, I think I feel rushed," and I said, "There's no need to feel rushed."
Yeah, he
and
did
that's
say that.
one thing that you don't need to do is rush. I mean, a couple minutes just to make sure, hey, you've got all the checklist items is well worth it. Just don't feel rushed. And if you're a captain, don't put pressure on your first mate. It's just, hey, you don't want your first mate rushed because he or she is going to forget something, and it's going to impact the start of the trip. So
right. So we had originally thought we were going to go to Wilson. Wilson's a place that we had staged a few years ago. It seems like 100 years ago.
2021.
Right.
Something. Yeah.
Because 3 gentlemen, they were all captains we hired. They took our boat through the Welland. And it was during COVID, and there were weird rules, and so that's what Canada said we had to do, so that's what we did.
Yeah. It kind of made sense to prevent the flow of disease to get
Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
us off the boat,
That's
3
enough.
strangers on the boat, and then 2 CBSAs come and touch everything on the boat.
But really, we have
made
no
sense.
opinion
Yeah.
about the situation at all. So we are very excited. I think Sam's more excited than I am about these 8 locks tomorrow. We passed up Wilson, we passed up Youngstown, and we came back into Canada. We are in Port Dalhousie, as we mentioned before, at the Yacht Club. And the harbor host got us in here, and we're very thankful to them for that.
Yeah.
It's the restaurant's right over there.
Really?
And, I'm digging it.
Yeah, I am too. And it's like, hey, a couple of guys come out in red shirts, got us tied up. We got power on the boat, and then we had a downpour.
Yes.
So right now, the downpour is gone, and the sun's coming out, and we are looking forward to going down there. And
We got to check in and pay
Yeah.
the people.
Tomorrow it's really close by. It's like 6 miles to get to the arrival point, and then that's where we will take on a third crew member that we are. Yeah, we're gonna have a friend come out, and that was gonna work out, and then we, you know what? So we got a backup of somebody that we're gonna hire to take us through locks 1 through 7, and then that person will get off, or a friend will get off, and then we'll be able to cruise down to lock 8, which is kind of a non-event. So
I'm loving that.
Really looking forward to the Welland Canal, because there was nothing worse as a captain to give your boat to 3 other people and they take it through the Welland Canal, and then you see it a day or 2 later, and now I get to do it, and so I am just excited.
I think I see a tear in his eye.
I am so excited. In fact, we went by the Welland Canal today, the entrance to it, and I'm looking at it like, it's going to happen.
You wanted to turn in.
It's going to happen. We are going to be able to get through. So.
All right. Well, thanks for coming along with us today. We'll see you next time on What Yacht To Do.